Stellenbosch University is really honored to host this first ever joint conference of the ARUA group of universities, the African Research Universities Alliance, as well as the European Guild of Universities, or the so-called core clusters of research excellence. So this is a very important initiative that speaks to increased research collaboration between these two networks.
We want to be able to work together as partners between Africa and Europe to address the challenges that we face.
So we bring together 22 research teams from right across both continents.
It's a massive network. And then ultimately bringing the co-leads and researchers here this week has brought the opportunity for them to meet each other, to move forward in terms of how they're going to structure the clusters, and then how are they going to unlock the funding that will really make it possible to steer their work forward.
So this is the first meeting where we are really getting down to discussing exactly what these clusters are doing to ensure that we address some of the most vexing challenges of humanity.
There's a huge amount of discussion across disciplinary boundaries, and that's just fantastic.
When you begin to meet with colleagues from other places and discuss issues, there is cross-fertilization of ideas, and you get to know that you are dealing with similar issues, if not the same issues, and you can learn from one another.
This will create a generation of scholars and researchers that serve as change makers because of the knowledge they produce, and because there will be purpose to that knowledge production that will serve communities across the continent of Africa, but also impact European people in so many ways.
We put together a cluster of research excellence involving several African and European guilds universities to explore in more depth how we can best use nature-based solutions in the service of improving climate change resilience in African societies in particular.
I think that this coming together of people in the different clusters is almost like a feeling of being part of a movement. A lot of people who see the importance of creating and strengthening the collaboration between science in Europe and Africa.
It's a huge honor for us and a huge privilege for us to be able to interact with our collaborators, our new friends, and our new networks are growing. And we hope that not only Genomics for Health in Africa, but all the clusters are a big success.
Whilst I was up till now quite familiar with what we were doing within our own cluster and perhaps with the other economists, I hadn't realized the scope and also the scope for collaboration that might be there across disciplines and the different topics that are being explored.
So this really gives us a boost to work together rather than work in silos, but also to know what everybody else is doing and how we can fit in as a puzzle to solve the global health problem.
The participation has been great. I was particularly impressed with the presentations from the clusters and the kind of work that they have been able to do.
It's for the purpose of making change happen and transforming society, both on the continent of Africa and globally.
We are really on track for a fantastically successful project, and the success of this we will really see in 10 years' time, and I'm very confident that we're on track to transform the way science is practiced and lived.